So I'm not crying end of the world. I'm not saying this is the object of desolation in the holy place and Armageddon, divine revelation, Yahusha's, not. I'm not going there. What I'm going to is this can also be a guiding principle. So, people, the countries, revolutions, what's the government doing, what's going to happen in our society. For example, we know how totalitarian governments take power. It's happened so many times. The methods are recorded. Bring in foreigners who are not attached or invested in the people, so they're not going to be interested in protecting them. They're just here for the resources. Everything else, not their business. They're going to go home. That's who they make counsel with. That's who they keep close. That's who they invite to come live with them. They cannot go home when things get bad. So it's good for us to be able to recognize signs when they're happening to us. So this is not like the desolation of abomination or abomination of desolation. But for the United States, yes, it is. So things that are sacred, holy, feasts and festivals, the United States celebrates with parades. There's an ice cream truck all the way out here. So that's the American way of celebrating things, parades. We have floats, we have local clubs showing off their skills, we have historical reenactment portions, all goes parading by. That's what an American parade is. Apparently tomorrow, I just found this out today because, like I care, normally. Trump, for the anniversary of the country, is celebrating the anniversary of the military, and it's going to be a military parade. Anyone say Heil Hitler? It's a sacred place. The president, the people, representing the people. This is what the people have accomplished. This is what's important. These are representations of all the cultures we have in the United States. The Italians have their float. The Puerto Ricans their float. The, local Christians have their float. All these, everybody's represented. Everybody's celebrating, fun things, figures from stories that we all know, and if we don't, we tell our children, then they gain the stories, and it goes on. But no, we are having a display of military might and power, and the Marines have been called on U.S. citizens. We have had riots manipulated and played out, created for 200 years now. The Marines? No, that's a local police force thing. That's under the state government. Now the Marines, the highest, greatest authority according to American constitutional law in any place, in any territory, any area, on any land, is the sheriff. The president cannot go above the sheriff. Federal troops need the sheriff's permission to be in there. City police are subject to the county sheriff. Because not every County has a city, but every city is in a county. It's the county sheriff. Represents the state. Because the state isn't supposed to have arms. The people are supposed to have arms. The militia. The people are supposed to have arms, not the government. What does the government needs arms for? It calls up the militia when it's time for war. Our government doesn't need a standing military, only in times of war. Then it calls the militia, and the people fight for their country. Are you seeing how this has happened? And now, this federal military, whose existence only is there because they've declared we've been in a perpetual state of war, declaration of war. Who are you at war with? Against drugs. We're at war against drugs. See if we can keep our military. What are you at war against? Whatever. They just pull it out their hat. Oh, now, because they can't say they're at war. There's just, with terrorism, or at war with terrorism. That was the latest to bring more military control into our daily lives. Now, we have got an entire parade sitting in the sacred place that belongs to a representative of the people. We have a military demonstrating its power in a place where our history, our celebrating, is supposed to be occurring. I would call that an abomination of desolation. Like I said, I'm not calling it the biblical one, but the the Bible equips us. See, I just put equipped and Bible into one word. Scripture equips us for every good work, for understanding, for perceiving, all of it. Not just historical events that affect the entirety of the world. Not just the fulfillment of that prophecy. But it equips us with intelligence to recognize and perceive what's going on in our world. We're all familiar, my generation is anyways, with, the black and white films of Hitler's military parades, China's military parades, North Korean military parades. When they're at war, they want to show off that parade to intimidate everybody, or to get the backing. Oh, don't worry about it. Your sons are going to be safe. Look at this cool technology we have. They don't even have to. We will wipe those enemies out. Your kids are safe. We're going to put guns in their hands, but they're not likely going to have to use them. Look at this power. Look at this might. Get behind this war. Get behind me. Strong man shows up and presses you, and all the girly-like people go, ooh, yeah, that's my guy. I'm a man's man. I'm a man. You are my man. Yeah. We get to be men now. Look, these are men things. Men can defend their country, defend their women, defend their children. Alright, so that's just the message. I saw that announcement. Trump's military parade. Celebrate his birthday too. Abomination, man. Abomination that is going to cause the devastation upon us. It's like all the people in the survivalist movements are like, it's bug out time. In case you haven't noticed, the abomination that causes desecration is in a holy place. It's time to go. Prepare yourselves, because it's going to get ugly. There's a new regime trying to step in and take over. And it may look like an American president. It may look like the one who used to be an American president. But there are spirits possessing people nowadays. And if you haven't witnessed that and figured that one out by now, go research the black eyes. Why everybody's got a black eye. I was astounded. I was heartbroken. Like, Bruce Lee, it was showing a picture, and it wasn't even relevant to his black eye, was talking about another, martial artist who's famous. And I'm going, one of his eyes. They're just showing up everywhere. Like, the mountains people. Don't go down the deep holes, though, because that's where the lizard people are. The fallen angels, the Anunnaki, they're underground. See, if they do it outright, if some big lizard walked up to you and said, I'm going to suck your blood and I'm going to kill and devour your children, give it up. You do everything. These guys, if you know they're there, you can fight them. If you don't know they're there. And one girl, she gave herself up to demonic possession. And she explained why. She said, if people don't want to believe in God, if they see the devil in me, if they see demons, if there are demons, then there must be a God. So I will allow myself, this is what that woman said, that she was going to allow this to happen to her, to continue as long as she could survive it, so that people could see that the devil does exist and therefore God must exist. So maybe that will scare them into turning to God. If people don't believe in them, they're not going to fight against them. They aren't going to see a need. And if they aren't seeing a need for a creator, they're not even going to look. And so many people are hopeless and feel like nobody cares and there's no compassion. There's no such thing. It's not good. It makes you weak. They have a great need, but they can't name it because nobody around them is saying it. You need Yahuwah. You need Torah. People need to know. There are people who would want to know. And hopefully the opportunity will be given them.